So today, we're playing the Pyromancer, and we've got a frosty build lined up. We'll be featuring Frostbite, Excalibur, and unique food item Snowcake to inflict a ton of cold and deal massive damage. But that's not all. We got Lil Chestnut, which will make an appearance with an offer that's too good to pass up on. But hey, check it out and let me know what you think of it. Okay, let's go and jump some games with a random character and see who we're going to get today. So it looks like we starting off with the Pyromancer. We do start off with the fire pits, healing herbs, and a star of courage. Now we're going to take the rainbow badge. We're going to have some chaos today with a bunch of random classes. We're going to be taking the shiny shell. We're going to grab this frying pan too. We're going to roll once. And for this round, I'm actually going to sell our shiny shell because I do want to craft up that shovel. So yeah, this is going to be our first rounds, and honestly, it's not going to be great first rounds. We've healing herbs for some survivability. We do have our rainbow badge. We did place it in our fanny pack, so we do have a chance to activate it because it does go down from 7 seconds to 6.5 seconds, giving us one of every buff. But is it going to be enough to keep us alive? We do have 3 regen. We do have 1 empower. Our vampirism is gone immediately, which is super bad, unfortunately, but smashing. Just pausing the video here very quickly, just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Not too bad, we actually managed to pull ahead. But hey, at least we have a shovel now. I'm going to grab some healing herbs. I'm going to grab this little short bow. And yeah, I'm pretty much going to move on straight away. So at least now we have 4 regen. We should be able to inflict some blinds. And especially adding in a short bow, we do get a little bit of a DPS increase. Our opponent is running similar builds, except they're going to have some crit chance, which is going to increase their DPS, but our items trigger a little bit faster. We also have 2 more max life, which might be the difference, and we also get 1 of every buff. It's not too bad overall. So hey, this is a freaking piggy bank on sale I'm going to be grabbing. Let's grab another flame. That's a freaking axe. I'm going to be ignoring for now. I do want to grab this bit of storage. And that's also a freaking card too, if we want that. However, I will actually be reserving this big old banana, and yeah, we're going to keep moving. However, we have to deal with this Reaper first of all. They're going to have a wooden buckler with a walrus tusk. Now, they're going to start off with 2 luck, which is increasing their accuracy. So if we do inflict that blind, which we haven't already, our opponent is still going to have 100% accuracy. But hey, this rainbow badge actually putting in a lot of work for us. Giving us 1 of every buff, along with that regen. But hey, might as well have a full chaotic game with uniquely unique rainbow badge. But now that does also take up 1 of our unique slots, which is not so great. However, that's a Snowcake, which does inflict frost, and we could go for an Excalibur Snowcake type build, since the Snowcake is a food item. So let's grab frying pan, let's grab our Snowcake. Let's also grab ourselves that big old banana. Now it does mean I'm going to be selling our shovel. I'm going to roll. I do want to grab ourselves this garlic too, but I do want to roll again. Now forging hammer, don't exactly want, that's crit chance. We do want that pretty darn badly. But for now I'm going to sell you, and I'm going to sell you too. So grab this bit of storage. Because I do want to add this in, and I do want our uniquely unique targeting or Snowcake more than anything. But yeah, let's keep going for now. So this Snowcake is going to be inflicting quite a bit of frost. Every 1.5 seconds, we're going to be inflicting some colds, which does slow down our opponent's activation speeds by quite a lot. Once we get Excalibur in, we should be able to proc this multiple times, inflicting a crazy amount of cold. And if we do get to that 10 cold, we do start to inflict some effect damage, which will further increase our DPS. However, our opponent has stacked up a lot of poison on us, but smashing. So let's grab this bit of storage. Do we still want the acorn color? It is quite a lot of golds, but it is crit chance. Yeah, unfortunately I will have to be taking it. I'm going to flip this over to this side, and I do kind of want a crit chance on our frying pan along with our Snowcake. Now the problem is, we've no luck generation at the moment, except for our rainbow badge. So we're only going to get 5% crit chance after 6.5 seconds. Which is not so great. Our opponent did steal some of our buffs, which is a lot of regen. And we're also inflicting a lot of cold on ourselves since they have that reverse card. As well as the What is Blue Dragon, so unfortunately this opponent does counters quite hard. However, can we bring it back? The fatigue damage is taking us down though. And unfortunately, yeah, there's way too much value on our opponent's side with this deck of cards. And holy moly, that's freaking Excalibur straight away. Hell yeah, I'm going to be crafting it up. I do want to grab ourselves Chili Pepper. More Wonky Snowman, so we do start off with a lot of Frost as well. Now the thing is, I'm kind of tempted to actually grab the Spear for a little bit more added damage, since it is on sale. But I also want to grab the card for another food item as well. But I'm going to leave for now. I'm going to rock on with this sort of situation. As we craft up Excalibur, we're going to need a lot of mana generation. That's for sure. We're going to need a lot of chilies to inflict or to stack up a lot of heat, further increasing our activation speeds. And it shouldn't be too bad. Now this opponent is going to have some scaling damage with that Burning Torch. They're going to have Battle Rage, which is going to be quite scary because they're going to be taking a lot less damage too, while their weapons attack faster. That fatigue damage is starting to take down, but our Snowcake should be dealing a lot more damage right now. So we should be able to pass him out. It's going to be super close. And barely. Holy moly. That was way too close for comfort. Now we do have Unsettling Presence. Is Unsettling Presence the last unique we do want to grab? Not entirely sure. We could also get rid of a Rainbow Badge. We could keep it in the hopes of finding some cheese, some food items from other classes, but we could end up grabbing a pumpkin or gingerbread jelly as food items, or even Cthulhu. So I think I'm going to sell it. Let's grab our chili, let's grab our Wonky Snowman, and we could also grab ourselves a flame up once we start getting some mana generation. But being on sale for 4, I'll be grabbing it for now as we just hold it in our inventory for now. But I'm still going to be rocking on with this sort of situation for now, as we're actually going to decrease the activation speed on our Snowcake. But we do start off with 4 colds, meaning we just have to proc our Snowcake 6 times before it starts dealing that damage. However, this opponent is going to be dealing quite some damage before we can actually get that stacked up. You're going to get some lifesteal with that utility pouch. So unfortunately, it's not looking too great. Yeah, unfortunately, we do still fall in shorts. A little less than ideal, but it is what it is. Now the thing is, normally I do like going Excalibur, Burning Banner. But we do have Frozen Flame, we do have a Snowcake, we could become a Snowcake CRYOMANCER, which I'm going to be doing. Now Lil Chestnut is kind of awesome because that is going to be stacking up whatever buff we do get as well. That's also freaking Ice Dragon. That's also a Frostbite as well. Some pretty darn awesome options all in the one shop, which is straight up craziness. The thing is, we need mana generation more than anything, to be quite honest. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sell you. We're going to have to grab the storage, and I do want to grab... Do we want Lil Chestnut? Yeah, I'm going to be taking a Lil Chestnut for now. I'm going to be selling our piggy bank to grab ourselves this Hunger Blade, because I do want to craft up. I do want to craft up that Frostbite. Which I did move her setup around, so we could have her set up to be like this, so we get some block at the very beginning. Now we're going to take the Ice Dragon. Ice Dragon is extremely awesome, but I'm not going to be taking it for now. Might be a bit of a misplay, but yeah, we're going to need a lot of mana generation. However, we do have a Little Chestnut in to be stacking up some of our buffs, which is mostly going to hopefully be that Vampirism. Keeping us alive as we inflict a lot of colds. Now our opponent is also inflicting a turbo amount of debuffs with that Poison Spear, so unfortunately we do still end up falling short. But at least with a Frostbite, we should be in a much better spot. We're going to roll, trade Excalibur for Phoenix. I definitely don't think so. I'm going to grab the storage, we're going to keep rolling. Blueberries is finally some mana generation. Now the thing is, I'm actually going to sell 2 flames because I do want to grab you. And yeah, unfortunately I'm going to move on. So we got a tiny bit of mana generation, but at least with a Frostbite in, we should also be able to inflict a little bit more colds. With our Snowcake, which is going to be stacking up our damage, and we should be able to get Snowcake to deal a lot of damage. Now our opponent is cleansing a lot of debuffs because of that Chili Pepper, which is not so great. They also have a ton of healing with the Helpa. Heavy drinking combo. So we could actually be in lots of trouble here. That Mon Spear doing quite a bit of damage, but that's a lot of frost stacked up and smashing. Now at this point, I really want to grab Mana Mastery here because we're struggling for mana so much. I'm going to be taking it. Now with Unidentified Amulet is pretty darn smashing too because we could grab ourselves an Amulet of Energy. However, that's Wonky Snowman for a bunch more block. And a bunch more frost. So unfortunately I'm going to grab the storage, I'm going to grab our Wonky Snowman. I'm going to ignore the Unidentified Amulet for now as well. But yeah, I'm going to have to move on. But we do start off with a lot of block. We do start off with a lot of cold on our opponents. So we're pretty much going to have Snowcake starting to deal damage pretty fast. And we probably should also have our crit chance specifically targeting a Frostbite. Because it's going to be doing a lot more damage than our Excalibur. Actually, no, Excalibur's dealing a lot more damage still, so not too bad overall. However, opponents have tons and tons of healing, but smash, we barely pulled ahead. Not too bad. There's that freaking rainbow badge. We're going to be ignoring. Another chili, especially on sale. Now, customer card for another unique. I'd like to take, but we're not going to take it for now. Do we want some spikes? Not exactly. I'm going to keep rolling for now. Now the thing is, the Prismatic Orb actually does start us off with a little bit of mana, so kind of want to take it. We do want to grab our Protective Little Purse, and we're going to slot in our Chili Pepper for now. But yeah, I'm going to move on once again. So we'll see. So we can use our Lil Chestnut to stack up a lots of heat for us. Or mana. Either way, it's going to be pretty darn smashing for us. It does take quite some time to actually activate though. But unfortunately, this opponent is stacking up a lot of poison on us, and we do end up falling short, which is not so great. Now that's Cthulhu, which unfortunately I don't think we can really afford to take. However, we're going to be taking this Prismatic Orb for now. We're going to roll. We're going to have to grab the storage. We're going to have to sell some flames. Let's actually sell our regen for now. Now I'm going to sell a flame to roll once. I'm going to sell another flame to grab this as well. And yeah, I'm going to reserve another Wonky Snowman, but we do have a Prismatic Orb in this position, giving us some Vampirism, along with starting off with 6 mana. Making it a little bit easier to scale up our Excalibur. All we need is 1 freaking Mana Orb, and we're in such an awesome spot, inflicting a ton of frost. And overall, should be smashing. However, our opponent is countered this quite heavily, with all that heat stacking. I'm going to grab a Wonky Snowman. Let's roll. Pineapple on sale for 4. I would like to take, but we're not going to be taking it. We'll grab the storage. Let's sell another flame to roll again. And another chili pepper is exactly what we want. To the point where we're going to sell all you. So we can grab it. But we do have to risk it. We do have to keep moving on, which is a little less than ideal. Because our opponent is going to be inflicting a turbo amount of poison with the Poison Spear and the Snake. Also going to be cleansing a lot of those debuffs with Shelly, which is not so great, but we'll see. It's looking pretty darn close. Our opponent's after dealing quite a bit of damage, but we barely pulled ahead. Which is quite scary. And another Wonky Snowman with another Prismatic Orb. Which at this point, I'm thinking we're probably going to grab. I'm going to move you over to this side, so we can have you down below and start off with a bunch of mana. I mean, we should be able to proc Excalibur from the get-go. But yeah, we do have to continue on for now. We should be able to start off with a little bit of Vampirism as well. So it shouldn't be too bad. So we start turbo stacking a lot of colds. And get our Snowcake to be dealing a lot of damage. But is it going to be enough? Smashing. Not too bad overall. Let's grab our Wonky Snowman. We could grab a Bloody Amulet for more Vampirism, but I'm not going to take it for now. Now, Book of Ice is going to be a lot of mana used up first, so unfortunately, it's one skill I do not want to grab, which is not so great. However, at this point, I will continue to roll for now, and I do want to grab another Blueberries. And at this point, I also want to grab a customer card. Now, I'm going to have to sell a flame to grab this and place that in, but yeah, we're going to have to move on with this setup. And we can also craft up a second Frostbite, but we're not going to be taking it for now. I do also move our Frozen Flame over to our Frostbite so we can start scaling up that crit chance on a Frostbite because we're going to be inflicting a lot of frost. We're going to have some Vampirism, which should be pretty darn smashing overall. So not too bad. So hey, right now we do have a 40 DPS, which is not crazy insane by any means. As for heals, not a crazy amount of heals either. And as for block, not an absurd amount of block. But we do inflict a decent bit of colds. But we'll see if we can actually make it a lot crazier. And we can also grab a skull badge. But for now, we're going to be taking you. We're going to roll. Okay, we could get rid of a crit chance, which I'm going to do because we've no luck, to be quite honest. For an Elements of Energy, because then we can refund a lot of our buffs from our Excalibur. We're going to grab you. We're going to roll. And Prismatic Orb for Stone Helmet. Nah, we can't take that. What we do want to grab is this Mana Orb, which I'm going to switch it around so our Prismatic Orbs are in this position. So we should have a ton of mana still, but we're going to have our Mana Orb in here targeting our cards along with our Chili Pepper, along with our Blueberries. So we should be able to stack up quite a bit more mana. And now all of a sudden our build has got so much stronger. It's not even funny how much our build has changed. We've no crit chance except for a Frostbite, but we should be able to get a ton of mana from our Elements of Energy. We should be able to proc Snowcake multiple times, inflicting a ton of frost and dealing quite a bit of damage. However, that's big old Busted Blade, which is still quite scary because it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage, but smashing. That's 106 damage with a Frostbite. So not too bad overall. So we got our Platinum Custom card. Now the thing is, that's freaking Leaf Badge, which is crit chance if you do want that. That's also another Prismatic Orb, which I do really want to grab. But if you do take this, we're either going to have to place it here or here. Now the thing is, I'm going to reserve the Stamina Sack, but we do still want our Lil Chestnut. Lil Chestnut for a little bit of buff stacking, which shouldn't be too bad. Now we do have 3 Prismatic Orbs, which is going to be a crap ton of mana. It's also going to be a crap ton of Vampirism. And it's going to be a lot of healing efficiency and inflicting a ton of debuffs. But yeah, I'm going to be rocking on for now with this. Now we'll see. We are going to begin a Brass Knuckles, Tornbloom, kind of a crazy situation, but that's a lot of cold stacked up. That's a lot of buff stacked up and smashing. Not too bad overall. Now this Artifact Stone Death, which we're not going to be grabbing. We do want to grab as much storage as possible. Let's roll again. Another set of Blueberries I will actually be taking for now. And I'm going to keep rolling, because I do want to grab even more storage. But let's keep going. And when I said I want more storage, I do want to sell it for this wonky snowman. I was really hoping for another Mana Orb. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get it, but it is what it is. But I'm going to sell the Protectable Purse. I'm going to sell all these flames because it's going to be worth grabbing more frost, which should be smashing overall. Now, Frostbite Excalibur into Snowcake with a unique. Honestly, is super awesome fun overall. And we could either do this or we can do this. I think we kind of want to keep it this way because then we can add in a Star of Courage and get a bit of more speed on our Snowcake. But hey, we did place this Blueberry in here for now so we can start off with a little bit more mana in general. And we'll see. Is this going to be good enough? Can we win out? Can we turbo stack a lot of colds as we deal a ton of damage? We are going to slow this one down. Now the thing is, we're going to begin a Cards Ranger, which is going to cleanse a lot of our debuffs. But that's a lot of frost stacked up pretty much immediately. And every time our Excalibur does proc, we're going to be inflicting a bunch of cold with good old Snowcake. Our opponent did cleanse quite a bit of it, but that's a lot of damage coming from Frostbite, and it's so much buffs. It's just nuts. And overall, smashing. A Lil Chestnut to be stacking up a bunch of heat for Snowcake to be dealing a lot of damage and inflicting a lot of colds. And yeah, we do end up with an 80 DPS right now. Frostbite dealing about 40 DPS. Then good old Snowcake dealing 30 DPS. A 30 DPS Snowcake, which is kind of awesome. Now, if you had the Amulet of Darkness, this Snowcake will be inflicting a ton of debuffs as well. And yeah, Excalibur didn't actually deal as much damage, to be quite honest. As for heals, yeah, we ended up with a 50 healing per second, which is not crazy by any means whatsoever. But Still not too bad. Barely any max life gains. As for block though, yeah, it's only 70 block. Which is not crazy insane. It's only the block gained from the Frozen Flame. But yeah, it turned out to be quite a fun build with EGGSCALIBUR, Snowcake, Lil Chestnut offering up some trades that literally saved us the game with that Amulet of Energy switch for some crit chance. But anyways, I'm going to leave it for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope you keep a lookout for the next one. I'll see you next time. We'll see, we are going to begin a CRYOMANCER matchup. They do have the Ice Dragon, they do have Frostbite, they do have Lil Chestnut, and they do have some spells called Frost. But hey, looking pretty good in our favor. We are turning it around in our favor and smashing. Not too bad overall. Super, super awesomely. We'll see if we can actually deal with something like this. The Reaper with a ton of lifesteal with Nocturnal Locklifter. Now, as long as we slow them down, they can't hit us fast. And if they can't hit us fast, they're not going to get that healing. And yeah, actually, our build is pretty darn smashing again. Some healing builds, which is amazing.